The Fonthill-Luana Point coastline is fringed with the best remaining mangrove forests, seagrass beds, and coral reefs in western Jamaica. These operate together to protect the shoreline from storms, keep the seawater clean, replenish sandy beaches, and provide important nurseries for fish, conch, and lobster. These wetlands and shoreline are an example of a once typical but now rare healthy Jamaican ecosystem with intact mangrove forests, clean seawater, healthy corals and fisheries, and abundant wildlife, both local and migratory. Fonthill is home to many rare and endangered species, including manatees, crocodiles, sea turtles, and West Indian whistling ducks. With over 148 different types of birds, many found only in Jamaica, and over 70 migratory species, some traveling as far as northern Canada. Research on these birds is the longest continuous study of wintering migratory birds in the world. More than 100 crocodiles live at Fonthill, the site of groundbreaking research on these ancient reptiles who have been on Earth since the time of the dinosaurs. Fonthill is not just important to Jamaica, but to the whole world. According to the South Coast Sustainable Development Plan, the south coast of Jamaica is supposed to receive low-impact development. And Fonthill, declared a wildlife refuge in 1990, is designated a conservation area. Yet, plans for Fonthill have included an oil refinery, agriculture, cattle farming, fuel wood, biofuels, housing, villas, and now mass tourism, a golf course, and an airport. Jamaica has one of the highest levels of biological diversity in the Caribbean. But as we ruin habitat, we also squander our leadership in biodiversity. If the Fonthill coastline is to be developed for mass tourism, every natural feature that is valuable, stable, productive, and beautiful will be destroyed. The reason given for mass tourism development at Fonthill is to provide jobs in service industries. But there are high hidden costs to this type of development. The mangroves will be bulldozed, but they protect the coastline from devastating storm damage, keep seawater healthy, and stop saltwater from corrupting our fresh underground water, which we drink and use for irrigation. The ponds will be filled in, and the crocodiles, though protected under Jamaican law, killed and displaced. Habitat for turtles, nesting and migrating birds, and other wildlife will be demolished. Where will all these animals go? Habitat for birds, bats, and butterflies will be destroyed, but they pollinate the food we eat. Seagrasses will be removed, but they keep the sand stable and are nurseries for fish, conch, and lobster. The seafloor will be dredged for water sports, but disturbing the contour of the shoreline will lead to damaging changes in wave action, and dredging kills everything that lives on the bottom of the sea. Groins and seawalls will be constructed, but these will lead to erosion and coastal degradation, not just in the Fonthill region, but further up and down the coastline. There are human costs as well. Large-scale development brings unplanned urbanization and a rapid influx of outsiders into small communities, with accompanying squatting, crime, civil unrest, community displacement, and a rising cost of living, all reducing the quality of life for Jamaicans. We have seen this repeatedly in other parts of Jamaica, and the lessons are obvious. Font Hill provides us with the opportunity to do things differently. For decades, this unique place has been the site of high-level international scientific research. A segment of the property can be developed as a center for science, technology, and education, maintaining the coastal area as a wildlife and nature attraction. This would not only bring long-term sustainable economic development to the region, but would put Jamaica on the map as a place to attract investments in enterprises other than tourism and the extractive industries, strengthening and diversifying our economy. Christopher Columbus said of Jamaica, "It is the fairest island that eyes have beheld." It is said that the Taino word for Jamaica means land of wood and water. And 500 years ago, when the Taino lived in Jamaica, it was a place of abundant wood and water. And what have we done with this island so blessed with beauty and natural resources? Polluted our streams, rivers, and aquifers. Cut down over 90% of our native forests. Destroyed over 60% of our mangrove forests. Killed our coral reefs with land-based runoff, sewage, and dredging. Devastated fish nurseries by poor development practices, and overfished our waters to the point where there are places along our coasts that are marine wastelands. Jamaica is almost 50 years an independent sovereign nation. The time has come to stop the excuses, take responsibility, and act with intelligence and discipline to protect Jamaica's irreplaceable natural assets. Font Hill is where this critical transformation must begin. Why save Font Hill? Because it's Jamaica's gift to the world. The environment is not something apart from us. It is the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, the shelter we occupy. It is a complex interrelated web that we all totally depend on. The environment is our home. It is life itself.